About 8 months ago, I started building my mini log cabin. What took 6 months of hard work and effort led me to one of my greatest builds I've ever made. It was my first time really doing an outdoor boys style cabin. But now it is gone. Standing no more than a month, this cabin has now been reduced to a pile of sticks by God knows who and God knows when. And when I discovered this, I was extremely angry. And I'm still extremely angry. But I was shouting profanities into the wind for probably 20 minutes. Stuff that I should never repeat on camera or probably ever repeat again. And what angered me most was not necessarily the destruction of the cabin, but the bench that I made my mother for Christmas. It was completely uprooted, and that just drove me mad because that was such a special gift to my mother because she likes to often come out here and enjoy the sunset and a cup of coffee. And I guess you just can't have that in these woods. They just gotta take, whoever it is, gotta take everything from you. Speaking of taking things, another thing that really made me mad was one, the tarp that was on this cabin was just stolen. Definitely was not the wind that took that one. That was just deliberately taken. And on top of that, they took probably the most special item I've had in years. That notebook that stranger gave to me, complimenting me about the shelter. I felt so violated when I discovered that notebook was gone because we shared so many, not super personal stories, but very deep and emotional stories about this area and the space that we love the most. And if you want to hear some of those stories, I highly recommend going and watching the cabin build. I talk a little bit more detail about the wonderful things that we discussed. And while I am still in shock and pretty angry, a fire has started inside me to want to build something even greater than this. I had so many plans for this cabin in the winter. I really wanted to stay out here in a storm, but now I know that I have to work even harder to build another one, and I'm completely okay with that. I just really want to prove to those people who destroyed my cabin is that they didn't destroy me. They didn't destroy my creative abilities. They didn't destroy my love for making videos. And hopefully in the months to come, you'll see an awesome building video. And on top of that, I really want to make it known to those people that by doing this, they've left me unaffected. In fact, I have a message that I wrote to them. To whoever did this, this place, probably unbeknownst to you, is one of peace that has been traversed and enjoyed for hundreds of years, dating all the way back to indigenous tribes. It is a space where a boy grew to love nature and where a young man stood not to conquer the land, but rather to listen to what it had to teach. Never harming a fly, just learning primitive skills. That bench you uprooted was a Christmas gift to my mother, who seldom comes here to disconnect from a chaotic life and enjoy a cup of coffee. That notebook you stole was a wonderful string of conversations with a stranger, which brought me joy and excitement into my life. And the cabin that lies in ruins? That was my project to turn this area not into one where I live, but where I experience life to the fullest, cultivating a spirit of adventure to build confidence and strength. While you may think you have won with my structure in ruins, you have done more damage to yourself than to me. You clearly have demonstrated that your adventurous spirit is dead. Worse even, your actions show an active denial or a destructive nature towards the spirit of art, joy, and exploration. And while it has made me angry, luckily my spirit and this land's peacefulness remain unchanged. Even as I write this, I am enjoying a magnificent sunset of fiery red. For the future, I pray that your hearts find a sense of peace. Run from destruction, hate, and violence, and towards joy, kindness, and awe. I anger, I pray, I forgive.